How we met.
Hanamwanzas.
Hanamwanzas.
We met in Dola.
Yeah, at the studio.
She came over to record some songs, and that's how we met.
How we met.
Hi, this is John Mumba.
Well, we met at church 2013. It's an interesting story.
How we met on Lifestyle.
Lord, you got me saying wow, wow. And now know how,
Hi, my name is Busiku and Hanamwanzas.
And I am Daisy Mwanza Lusumpa, no Hanamwanzas, but popularly known as Chichi Daisy Loops. Chichi is a radio personality, TV personality. I'm an actress, I'm an entrepreneur, I am a worshiper, I am a Bemba woman. I'm ghetto with my yardie skin. I'm ghetto as I come, and now I am a wife. And yeah, I'm a lot of things. I'm a whole lot of a combination of things.
Busiku is not a lot of things, like Chichi Daisy. Okay, so Busiku is a banker by profession, but academically, banker/insurer. Busiku professionally is an insurer. He's working with an insurance company. Yeah, aside from doing that, yes, I love to play basketball. I love to work out a lot with my now wife. Yeah, that's a bit about Busiku.
First of all, we have known each other all our lives.
Very long time.
Yeah. I can say from the time we were like in junior secondary. Yeah. And we had dated some time back, like and then we broke up, went our separate lives, and then we reunited again in our adulthood.
Yeah, so
We've stayed in the same hood pretty much for our life.
So how we met is I was seated outside my mother's gate. That's some 13, 14 years ago. And there passed by a girl in an awkward uniform, and I said hi.
What? Awkward, bruh.
Oh, she was nice looking because of her skin. So, is her skin,
Not as nice as it is right now.
Not as it is now, but yes, because this is a girl who my cousin was like, oh, you should say hi to that girl. And I was like, okay, I'll say hi the following day. And that was it. I said hi. And like she says, hi turned into us dating when we were kids. We broke up, got back together, went our separate ways for like 13 years, and boom, we're here.
Gosh, where do I even begin from? So because of the nature of our lives, we played the same sport. We grew up in the same neighborhood. We had a lot of mutual friends. It was easy for him to do the boom coming back in my life because I pretty much knew the people that he was dating. He knew the people that I was dating. No, he used to be disappointed with my choice. Which one did you?
You actually used to be disappointed with my choice.
Not as much as you were disappointed with my choice, baby boo boo. Anyway, so it was yeah. So at some point we started communicating again. We had personal things that we were going through, and I think us just confiding in each other and talking about what we were going through at that time made it easy for us to reconnect, because it's because of that we started getting to know the other sides of our lives that we never knew when we were younger. So the boom was very easy. It wasn't really boom. It's boom.
I am boom.
It was very easy, very. And one New Year's Eve, he said hi to me again, Kukuru. And we're here now, we're married. Hey!
Okay.
Jesus.
I love that question because, and most people always ask me, although I have friends, like, how do you know she's the one? How do you know that this is a girl? It's the right one. How do you know you're not making a mistake? So, of course, I had my previous experiences and whatnot, and the boom was actually easy because we were grown up and I discovered things about her which I didn't know when we were younger. So it was those little things that I was looking for in my previous relationship that came easily without even me trying to ask for them, having to talk about them, and I was like, oh, okay. So I've been looking around, looking for something that's been just right in front of me. And the one thing I love about her, which made me feel she's the one, is her groundedness in God. So the fact that she finds her peace and she's grounded in God made it easy for me to say, no, this is a woman that I'm spending the rest of my life with. This is a woman who can take care of me and my family, with our kids. This is the best friend I'm just going to share my life with.
What made me sure? Let me see if I can remember one particular. Yes, I remembered. So, yeah. So, when we reconnected in our adulthood, we'll chat here and there, and he knows that I'm a very blunt person. I'm open. I say things as they are without necessarily having to offend you. So, when we started talking, and as females, you can tell when someone is about to, say the statement, oh, I like you, or would you date me? And for him the case was, would you date me again? So I think I started making it clear that, look, bruv, we all have skeletons in our closets, and before you say anything to me, I would advise that you clear your closet. And while he was doing that, I was also clearing my closet as well. And one time, to prove to me that he's cleared his closet, he actually wrote me a letter, like literally, "Yeah, manager, dear Danny, I love you like a cup of tea, a cup of coffee." Not in that sense, yeah. But yeah, he dotted down all his feelings on a piece of paper because he knows how much I believe in being authentic, not being persuaded by the way things have changed, where people can start dating each other on the phone, calling and texting. I still wanted the old way of doing things. Ask me out, say the words that I like you. Would you want to go on a date with me? And he knew that very, very well. So when he had cleared out his closet, he wrote me a letter around Valentine's, was it?
Yeah, Valentine's.
Yeah, around
a couple of days before Valentine's.
Yeah, a couple of days before Valentine's, he wrote me a letter. Nice expressions.
2 days before Valentine's. My plan was to do it on Valentine's.
But I can't go Zigwida.
I couldn't hold myself.
Because that 2 days I would have accepted someone else.
She was giving me signs that my competitors weren't being on the side. I'm like, okay, I need to get my act together.
Oh my God.
And actually just go and propose. And also, when I started talking to a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, came to me and said, Yama, you know her from A to Z. What are you going to wait around for? What else don't you know about this girl that you'd want to stay 3-4 years? You will get into her. Even as much as you guys have been apart, you know what she's been about, you know what she's been going through, and she probably knows what she's been going through. So what is it that's going to make you wait? So I sat and like, oh, I had a wow moment, like, oh, okay, this actually makes sense. So what am I going to wait for?
Yeah,
that's when I just, a couple of months down the line, that was September, I decided to propose to him. You be my wife.
I and we now believe in privacy and intimacy, and also because of the type of life that I have, my my line of work sometimes is a little bit too much out there. Vaniziwa bantu benangus vaniziwa, but what percent on TV, on radio, and actress, 1%. Okay, there are a majority number. There's a good number of people that know you. So, for me, I guarded what I could guard to myself. I kept to myself what I could keep to myself, or maybe just within the circle. So when he came in my life, number in social media, when post and it wasn't easy for him, for my husband, because yeah. My previous relationship, going to the love of my life. Yeah, I will never leave you. Hey, where are you now? Is it me who sitting here now? Anyway,
bygones be bygones.
bygones are bygones. Hey. Yeah, so we started dating and we really enjoyed ourselves because it was a very intimate relationship. Our close friends and our siblings and our family, some of our family members knew about it, but it ended there. And also the people that also knew about our relationship also tried to keep it low key because we didn't want to be out there. So even the proposal, it was equally the same thing, because under normal circumstances, I'm sure I mean, he's very close friends with close to my best friend. It'd have been easy. But no, tenze kusanga huko mubush. Na malayo njia unayoti. Majirafu yenzo kusemeona tija, in fact. So yeah, he took me somewhere very private, very nice, very intimate, and so we're taking a walk. And by the way, a few hours before leaving, you people, they never attacked us. I was sick. My
plan was almost.
I was sick. Yeah, like literally. And I kept on saying, I'm like, I really don't want to go anywhere. I just want to nap. I'm not feeling well. That time guys just insist. No, baby, no, you'll be fine. I am sick. I will die. Eating lunch. So until he insisted, I felt better, and we drove somewhere in the bushes, and we ate. We had lunch, very nice lunch, and then we started taking a walk in the golf course, and he was like, "Let me take a video of you," and then he started taking a video of me, and then he just like randomly said, "What did you say, baby?" It's no, you were like something. I'm like, "You're joking."
Yeah, she didn't believe that I was actually going down on my knees. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. What if I went down on one knee?
Yeah.
You'd be my wife, like you say.
Then I'm like, you're joking.
You're joking, baby. And then I went down on one knee and took out the ring, and then while the other hand was actually taking a video. And she just couldn't believe what was happening.
It was so private and so beautiful. I appreciate the fact that he appreciated and he accepted the type of a woman that I was in terms of intimacy and privacy. So for me, that proposal was absolutely amazing.
How did I know her ring size?
I don't remember that part. Daddy, what happened?
How did I do? I was, because whenever I would go by the mall, pass through Joe of Africa, these things, you just
checking even.
No, so I didn't know your ring sizes and whatnot, so let's just go check. Oh, okay, what's your ring size?
Okay.
All right, let's go about our business. So for me, that was actually finding out what her ring size was. So I was taking out, and so I called my best friend. I need to buy a ring. One of my best friends, who is female.
Yeah.
Like, I need to buy a ring. And then she's like, okay, how I got you. So we went, found a ring which had a blue stone. Like, this is a ring, this is it. And that's how I got the ring. And she turned out to love it.
I did.
You answer it.
I think it wasn't as hard. It was very easy because of the small circle. We were known by a lot of people, but once that no, like we've got a very small circle that we can share our stories with, our intimate life with. So we just told them, like, even the bridal party, we told them, like, you can't go about yapping that you're on a lineup for Busiku and Chichi. You can't be free to just tell anyone that, you, like, for example, maybe na Peter Chepa TV in Chaka Stanmore advert. In fact, we made it clear even to our families. We told them. I remember when we were doing slash gift presentation. We told them, Wana Mulungu,
Almost anyone.
don't post any photos and don't broadcast this. And our matrons actually were even involved. They played a big role. So we were not even worried. You know, we went about doing all other events and there was nothing on social media that was posted. And even if they posted our events, they were just posting there's a Mr. Hanamwanzas. And so we planned, and it was deliberate that after the wedding people could find out, because that was the initial plan, babe.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah. So after, when they pronounced us husband and wife, I'm the one that actually didn't put a photo on my status. Yo!
That was the end of it all.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Every photo I posted on my status, people were screen grabbing and posting, and thank God, let me just thank the Lord in this place. Let me give him glory, because you know, one fear of ours was being posted in Shonika. Like our benda. Thank God all the photos that were posted were coming from our phones. You know, so they were good photos, good angles, tasekelela. Cause man when so hip. When that go Vivende kadi masoki. Ni masoki nani?
Masoki ba.
Muzaenda ku wedding kuchira cha muntu. Muza posta muoneka bwino. Mwena ka wedding sana ka bwino. Sibusachita. And that's one thing I'm so grateful for to God and our phones, because you know, because
phones, really?
The Lord gave us money so we can get these phones. So hey, my people. Hey. So yeah, we are so grateful that things went our way and people only got to find out because we allowed it to.
Yeah.
I remember the time we were getting photos with our families. One of my sisters and aunties came to whisper, Chichi, can we help us? Like, yeah. So
okay
we allowed it. Otherwise, sembe. That's a good question. So, but man, it was so sad, eh?
Like, you can never be too prepared for it.
Yo.
And Chichi is like a master of
preparations. Yes.
She does things months way ahead. She planned my birthday months away. I'll let you take the story of the dress.
So I had two dresses. Inanguya ku church vimzimira the same normal way inanguya ku reception. The church dress wasn't so hard to get it, and also because initially we were supposed to get married months before August, but you know, because of coronavirus and stuff like that, we postponed and pushed our wedding. So but even though I was still well prepared. Okay, now Kuma last wedding number first, wedding dress number one. Yes, a chair, you know. I consulted, and you know, I tried on a few here and there. I wasn't feeling satisfied, and him and me are believers of peace. So one particular dress, I don't know if I can mention the place I got it from. Trendy Bridal Store. Trendy Bride, yes. They're the ones who helped me. They ordered the dress specifications. I told them this is what I wanted. Not a tailor-made. I just ordered specification and they found it. They went up with the dress at Kuchit service. I was happy. Months before to be happy. Then a mutual friend of ours recommended, because you know, reception dresses are supposed to be body hugging. Not everyone goes that way, but you know, me, I wanted body hugging to look nice and just like mermaid, yes. And you know, mermaid dresses are so hard to find. So my parents advised, no, you have it tailor-made. Are you sure? No, have it tailor-made. Go to how to China. Why are you laughing?
Huh?
Why are you laughing?
No. Just tell them about the dresses. Don't continue.
God, you're good. God, you're powerful. Hey! Hanamulungu. Because it was China, I was like, yes, let's do this. Instead of just getting the dress, I said, let me get my shoes from there, both shoes for the church service and reception. Let me get my accessories from there. Let me get my hair from there, my tiaras, my crown, everything. Okay, the only thing I had here was the church dress. Everything else is coming from China. That's how I was even connected to somebody, and I gave them my details, my specifications, my size, once na pima, once na mama photos of the shoes that I want, the accessories, everything was done. Okay, I even sent money. 2 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before the wedding, they were like, so just before I put everything pa DHL, kapani kutumile photo, we want a dress.
Nightmare. Yes. How beautiful is that dress?
Vana wa mulungu, I think it's chifuso chosambira. It was, at some point I even shed a tear. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The dress was nothing to what I ordered. Not even an inch, not even close to room. I mean, it was different. My heart, because like he said, I plan. I started thinking, I've got only 3 weeks. Taylor. And then the one who helped me, I don't blame her. There was just communication breakdown. You know what I mean? And up to today, I'm so grateful to her, because my hair, accessories, everything else was perfect, good quality. But the dress, I was touched. I was so emotional for a few days. I couldn't believe what was going on. And so she was like, no, let me try to, tell them to take it back so they can make it properly and whatever. Now, but then I screenshot here for this in the Toma. They were phone to me. Worry this difference. And so they took it back and then they tried again. Then she was like, okay, I think they've altered it. I think it will be coming in a bit. So, but I change. Me, I even had confidence that I changed. But because of the person that I am, who likes planning and preparing, guess what I started doing? Kuno kuzambia kuno. The Lord is good. He blessed us with some money. Exactly what was coming. Because when I saw the dress, I thought maybe everything else will come as messed as the dress is. People of God, I started buying everything. Tiere nagura kuno kuzambi. Nsapato nagura kuno kuzambi. And you know what's funny? I think God also was teaching us a lesson, because everything that I was looking for, I found it here.
You don't need to go out there to find everything. Everything is here.
It was here. Nabo naenda chema shop na vipe zangu sapato, tiere, accessories. I bought everything. The only thing I didn't get was hair. Hair I got a day or two before the wedding. Mm-hmm. Yes, I got the hair a day or two before the wedding. And we started tracking the DHL tracking number. Imwe Thursday, no, Tuesday to the wedding. Venze kufika chini ku
Dubai.
Kapani kuti ndeni vomenda ku Bahrain, napani ku Bahrain guy.
Thursday, they arrived on Friday.
On Friday, I got my package on Friday at 16 hours. But I wasn't bothered. Oh, by the way, let me tell you how God used a local designer. I was on social media. That was 2 weeks before, a week before. I was saying 2 weeks, a week and a few days before the wedding. I said, I'm like, you know what? There must be someone in Zambia that can help me make a quick mermaid dress for the reception. I went to social media, and I never even go, because consulting when you're getting married sometimes it's not advisable, because you'll be hearing all sorts of voices. So I didn't really consult. I just went on social media and I prayed about it. And then Bwana page Bwana D. Bwana D is CQ's young sister, I think. Yeah. That's how I checked out her stuff. I was like, my dress is young. I went, and then funny enough, she happened to be, the shop was actually near our residential area, within the geographical circle of our residential area. I went there and I'm like, Debbie, I need your help. This is what's going on. And she was so polite. She just said, okay, fine. Just give me 3 days. I don't know, 3 or 4 days. She made my dress. Within a few days, I went for the fitting. Within a few days, my dress was done. She even did my veil. Everything. So, China, I was already sorted here in Zambia. I did everything by 2. Okay? So, things came. The dress was the same.
Oof. That's a beautiful moment. That's a moment which I woke up that day. I kept on imagining myself, how is she going to look? How beautiful is she going to be? This is a girl whom I've grown up with. This is a girl I wrote off when I was young, and now she's going to be my wife. And it was so breathtaking. It's a moment I'll cherish forever. Just to see her walk down the aisle in her beautiful dress with her mom and dad on both her sides. It's priceless. That's a memory that will linger on the back of my head for as long as I'm alive.
Yeah, it was windy. That's one thing for sure. It was windy. And I had like a short veil, so I really struggled. But the adrenaline,
Yes.
Just wondering who's there. Because, when you're walking down, you're like, well, I was trying to people like, who's here, who's not here? Like, are my friends here? And I had a sneak peek of how he was looking, because when we reached, our cars were parked near the same place.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, there goes my boo-boo kitty. That's my husband right there. So as I was walking down the aisle, I had this gratefulness in my heart. I had this gratitude to God, because we both know what we have been through, because we used to see each other in our relationships together. So as I was walking there, I was just being grateful to God, just feeling overwhelmed, and I was so happy. Like, we were just so happy.
It was a beautiful reception.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. And then I couldn't wait for him to unveil me. Just like, hey baby. Yeah, it was a beautiful feeling.
I can write a book about that. Even in Tonga, the Tonga that I can't speak. I appreciate everything. Like, even when I wrote that letter to her, I telling her how much I love her, as wanting her to be my woman, proposing to her in February. I recall telling her, your drive, your hustle makes me want to do better as a man. I love you for who you are. I love you because you're real. You're not different on TV. You're not different in real life. You are who you are. I love you because you're blunt. You say it as it is. But you're so careful that you don't hurt people's emotions. I love you because I never have a down moment when I'm at home. She's always up and about, always talking, always saying this, baby. Then, baby. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, I'm all ears. And when she's quiet, I get worried. I get concerned. Like, is everything okay? Have I done anything? Would you like me to make some tea for you? Some coffee? Some ginger lemon tea, baby?
As usual.
So I just appreciate her because she's teaching me the other side of life, that you can be happy and be private. I love her because she's blunt. I love her because she's open. There's no down moment with Chichi. There's no down. That's why I love her.
I appreciate him because he makes me sane, because I think I'm crazy. I am crazy and loud. He's my peace. He's the quiet side of me. I am is that way that combines extrovert and introvert?
Ambivert.
Yes, him, he's that. Me, I'm a total extrovert. I'm all out, I'm loud, and then he's my balance. There are many times when, I'm a bit too much, and he's just there, like, he's my peace. He's a calm side, calm waters. He's my clown when he wants to be, because he's both. He makes me laugh. He gives me so much peace. He gives me so much respect. He, even when he wants to correct me, even if things are not okay, he's that person. But even if you want to fight, very bad time, he will try. Yeah, like he will talk things through. He's a total opposite of me. When we fight, I don't want to talk. He wants to talk. So he's like he's my balance. I appreciate him because I see God through him. He's the Lord of the house. So even when I'm not okay, I feel like God sometimes uses him to get to me. There are many times when I'm feeling under pressure, especially with work, because sometimes I'm doing all 3 in a day and I'm just like so overwhelmed. I feel so frustrated. He's just going to be there. And sometimes I can even tell that this is why I went. Yeah, so I have a lot of things I can say that I appreciate about this man, but all in all, I'm just so grateful that God brought him. And I'm going to try to back it up to my side.
That's one thing I prepared myself mentally for, even as I was actually planning, talking to myself, saying, if this is the woman I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, I'll forever share her with the world. And that's why I sometimes refrain from actually going into comments, especially when she's posted on these pages, and party, honey, and whatnot. I refrain from going there because people say things which are hurtful. You're a human being.
Yeah.
Even with something which you might find something you do not expect. So it's something I have prepared myself mentally for. And the fact that we have actually deliberately chose to keep our private lives private. We just let the world know what we want to let them know, but our lives are still private, so it doesn't bother me that much now. Because I know that's my job and I support as much as I need to, but we have our private moments. That's beautiful for me.
Let you go first, Boo Kitty. Do your thing, baby.
Well, I cannot say I'm a counselor yet.
Me, I think I am. Advice.
Advice, I think, will always be, let God be the center of everything you do. Work, family, spouse. Put God at the center, and everything else will work out. And marry someone who's your friend. Somebody you don't have to feel like you have to pretend to be around.
Yeah.
Respect one another as a young boy. We still have a long way to go. We still got a lot of learning to do, but just put God at the center, love one another, be friends.
For me, be open-minded, especially if you are planning on getting married. Be open-minded, number 1. Number 2, you can never be 100% ready to take this step. I think I'm reminded of what my pastor always says, like, you can't have everything. What's important is you feel the peace from God. That's confirmation enough for you to make that step. And also be careful, be choosy with who you confide in, especially if you're taking this journey. It has worked for me. If it doesn't work for you, I know there are other ways, but for me, it has really worked for me. I was very choosy with who I was confiding in. Even when I was feeling pressured, I was very careful. My number 1 consultant or advisor was God before I go to anybody, or even before I even got to him. The number 1 person I would always run to was God, because sometimes, the person, the only being or the only thing or the only, creation or whatever it is I can say, who's got the best interest at heart for you is God. I would always go to him first before I go to, people. And also, another thing is communicate with your partner. Ngati sivienda bwino vintu nkalache umasuka, because kuma pressure, especially nkankala mu relationship yenda ku marriage, kuma nkala maningi ma pressure. So just communicate with your partner and be open with them. Don't let people, those functions wanamulungu, they are yours. They're not for anybody. Okay, do things the way you want them to be done. Do chombelanganda. I mean, you don't owe anybody an explanation. Don't please people say no because in that that's the way denying cheating. No, if it's not within your means, even chombelanganda, there's still a blessing. Besides chombelanganda, traditionally it's recognized. You don't have to don't copy, don't do things because no, no. Stick in your lane. Because once you try to do what other people did, you're going to enslave yourself. So I think that's for me. And also just commit everything, your relationship, your plans, you're about to get married, commit it to God. Let Him be the center. Like you said, mufake pakati ankade chimaki church subari chano maim sogwena sogere muni mvera. Otherwise, ndina mai chimwana chimbusa soon to be certified.
To be, so she says.
How we met.
Bizario Mwanza.
Sife Mwanza.
We met in Dola.
Dola. Yeah, at the studio.
He came over to record some songs, and yeah, that's how we met.
How we met.
Hi, this is John Mumba.
Well, we met at church 2013. It's an interesting story.
How we met on Lifestyle. Tune in to Lifestyle next week and get to hear more interesting stories on how we met.
Lord, you got me saying